Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? Is the audio okay? Is trading view better with is trading view better with white or black? Good morning, my friends. Good morning, FEMA. How you doing, my brother? Guess it's gonna be a range day today. I'm in a little bit of a different setup today. So let me see if I can make it work. This right here was the last 1 hour order block that we had. It's funny that he hold on Friday right here. Okay, I need to pay attention to that more. The daily chart we seem to be going to that second level. Second level is 35,700. Did we touch 30,000 today? Ooh, we went like inches away from 30,000. Is the audio good? I'm speaking too away from the microphone. How is going? How is it going? You guys gotta tell me. Yeah, my friends. I'm adjusting things still. We need 200 bucks to pass a TPT val. Freeman, good morning. Flash bangs by eye. Oh, when I switch to trading view. Oh, good, nice apartment. Yeah, I'm in a different apartment today. I'm not in my house. Bro, I still recover from that cold. Yeah, I'll be here on this apartment though for the week. Great for me, nice brother. I prayed for you guys as well. The prayer I brought the prayer book with me. The prayer book is right here. Not forgetting this thing. Let me put it here. If you guys need your names in the prayer book for next week, just let me know. I really prayed for you all, and I wish that the prayer reaches whatever it needs to reach, man. Black's better, okay. AD, AC, AC. Gotta see how to do that. You barely hear my voice? There's no way. What is this? Piotr, how you doing, my brother? Here's showing that the mic is hitting almost to the red, you know? It's showing that it's hitting almost to the red. If I turn it up more, it's going to like blow out the mic. It's better the voice now or no? Jamie, good morning, my friend. Good morning, Piotr. What is this? Yeah, you guys know that I can check it out if it's good or no. I just don't want to do that right now. You're trying to short, Piotr? Yeah, I took some longs over here, but I was not trusting this very much. I took longs, I think here. Imagine if I hold, if I did hold all of that, but I was not trusting to go like this up, you know. This market was going up nicely. Let me put financial juice on. Now I have like the paid version of financial juice, brother. I'm flying right now. Let's see what type of news we had. Nothing major. At 3 a.m. we had some news about Iran Foreign Ministry spokesperson. Like it's still that agreement is still in the works, I guess. You guys let me know. $6.79 or you was short from Friday. Oh, you're short from the, like, you're nicely green and it gapped up against you. It's just a matter of DCA, brother. Pre-man, you hear me fine, okay? Nicely, nice. I'll put it on. Oh, it looks clean. On the TV, it looks clean. It's not that bad, isn't it? Yeah, market is doing nothing right now, but we're going to find those levels for us to trade today, bro. I promise you guys, we're going to find it. Yeah, it's just a matter of closing green, bro. You know? A little bit of an inception right now. Yeah, today can be a strange day because, like, yeah, all-time highs is at 29,995, bro. How's that work? Do we break 30,000 before market New York session opens or no? Let me see if I put a little bit more gain to it. What I can do as well is I guess if I put the mic right here, it will be better, you know? But you guys are going to hear everything, bro. Everything. Matt's Riff, how you doing, my brother? Lynette already here. Welcome aboard. Yes, Stanley. Today we have U.S. markets for 3.5 hours. So you gotta be quick. You gotta be in and out, bro. You know. Yeah, for right now, what I would do, actually, there's not much I can do right now. I'm going brother, this week I'm going for, I'm not taking trades that I don't like, you know, just because I'm bored. I'm not doing that anymore. You know, if I have to sit for 3 hours without taking trades, so be it, you know. I'm not taking trades just because I'm bored. You guys are going to deal with that. Yeah, this pullback right here is not even a retracement of the daily chart. So I would guess that we are kind of sideways between these two levels right here. If we stay between this high of the day and this low here, we are sideways, so we gotta trade this as a range until it breaks, you know. That's the main thing for now. If we stay inside these two levels right here, we gotta trade this as a range, because you can't be doing this whole day, you know. So if we trade this as a full-blown trend right now, we can get burned. So that means that I will only start trading this as a trend again once it breaks. If we really breaks, if we really break up and the EMA is aligned and everything, then it's okay. But right now, this zone right here could be a seller's pressure zone. You can even use like an order block right here. Because I think for us to break 30,000, we need the volatility of the New York session open, or, you know, you can see how price got afraid of breaking 30,000. Nobody wants to be long above 30,000, opening long positions above 30,000, you know. That's exactly where price stopped. Mango, good morning, my brother. Are you joining in? Let me see Discord. Mondays like to be bullish, especially after kind of good news and people short US 100 like crazy. Yeah, it's all short squeeze situation right now. Yeah, my brother. Are you guys
32
hearing
pause moves.
Mango?
Iran allowed 32 ships to cross the Hormuz Strait in the past day.
I cannot hear my brother Mango. Brother, the Discord on the MacBook sucks. %70 of people are shorting the US 100. Yeah. I cannot make it work. Let me see. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like button. I know you guys can do better. Only 15 likes, bro. That's sad, man. Actually sad. I'm gonna give you the best levels like in a few minutes. I'm going to give you the best levels for the day. Like all you guys need to trade, and you guys can't even do that to me for me. You know, it's just sad. Cool. Now we are everything is set up. A second. Oh, my brother. Thank you. Brother. Oh my god. I like every like couple of days I'm in a different setup because the way my life works, it's complicated, but it's nice. Financials, Pasha will be live today. Yes, 100%. But I was talking about like today's live stream may be weak, but I like if you guys like I was talking about this like thing that we gotta ask for. It's just because that's how YouTube works, you know. It's just a meme. Every time that I ask for you guys to hit the like button, it's always a meme, you know. It's like it's serious, but don't take it too serious, you know. If you don't want, that's okay. If you're not able, that's okay. And it's awesome that there's like 112 people here right now. But we only ask for likes because it's like if we're doing this YouTube thing, if you're doing live streams, and if you're trying to build a channel up, that's how it works, you know. You gotta that's how the algorithm of the YouTube works. Like it counts the likes heavily. That's why everybody asks for it, you know. And it really helps the channel a lot. Pushes the channel forward. But don't I won't be sad if you guys don't do it. And I'm sorry that I was muted. Like every couple like every 5 or 10 days I'm in a different setup. Just because this is basically the traveling setup that I use right now. So the mic is different, how the mic works different, how the PC works is different, OBS is different, so I gotta get used to it, you know. But you guys are going to help me. Yeah, like the guy that I was asking if can Laxman looks, can I take a short now? I was actually saying that you could take a short like around this order block right here that I marked out, you know, and you could use like 10 points above the high as a stop loss, because if it starts breaking highs, it's going to rip up above 30,000. I don't think it's going to like if it's going for the 30,000s, I don't think it's going to tip there like 1 point and reverse all the way back. Maybe tips that a little bit, gives a little bit of a pullback and runs through. I think if it's going for the 30,000s, are going to really push like 100 points, 150 points above that. That's my belief, you know. My belief. And if you're trying to short to capitalize on this price that may be overextended, to be short above 980 here or 9, it's cool, you know. You just have to use the high of day, give it like a 10 points and use that as a stop loss, and you get a big upside, like, because if it does not go
brief on the visit
for highs, it's going to reverse.
Iran's parliament speaker
nicely
and foreign minister have arrived in Doha early today for talks on ongoing diplomatic efforts to end the conflict. Deep voice, bro. Do you think we fill the gap? Guest, welcome aboard. And I was waiting to see who's the first one to ask about the gap, and you were the winner, brother. The winner of the thumbs up from Leo. Thumbs up for you. You were the first one to ask about the are we going to fill the gap? I think that without a catalyst that makes market drop, so basically some type of bad news, we won't be able to fill this gap today. It makes zero sense for a market to drop 450 points right now, unless this is the important part. Unless there's a catalyst, some type of news that makes market drop, you know. A lot of news combined made the market push NQ higher, and made it push oil to the downside. This is oil. It broke that trend line that I was watching. You know, it opened already breaking that. So oil traded almost at 90 overnight. So everything is kind of trying to pump it. Yeah. So the 50 EMA that I always talked about is the place where the trend line or where the trend will hold. It's the last place, you know. So we have this little trend line right here, and if price goes for a pullback, it might close this gap, you know, at least on the hourly gap. It might go for the sweep of the lows of the day, but again, without a catalyst, some type of news that comes out and changes the market sentiment, I don't think we're going down easily. Just to see how the VWAP got bought up, you know, just see how VWAP got bought up quickly. We kind of swept this lower here, and we got mega bullish from VWAP again, you know. So right now we are kind of like in a bad mood right now after all that push up. So the price action is very, very ugly. What I would guess that can happen is market can find liquidity, you know, like it can push up, break highs, go down, break lows, switch it up a little bit to find liquidity. Most days we are doing that. Yeah, we can, like, we are 19 points away from 30,000, brother. Like I cannot say that soon we're going to break 30,000. What I can say is that makes sense. We are 20 points. What makes more sense? We go up 20 points and go for 30,000, or we push down 200 points and get away from 30,000. What makes more sense? Like, it's much easier for us to push up 20 points than for us to go down 200 points. But the word that you went for, like, soon, are we doing that soon? Like, that's a complicated word. Yeah, I think the mega short for the day is if we break 30,000 and we reject it like heavily, like let's say we give like, you know, this type of candles that has a wick on the upper body and the body closes like this. Do you know this type of candles? This is mega rejection, high volume. We start breaking lows on the next candle. Can be the biggest short of the day or of the week or of the year, you know. But my opinion is that if we break 30,000, we're going to run. We're not going to stop. You know, when we actually break 30,000, we're going for at least 100, 200 points above it. That's my opinion. But will that happen from now? Doesn't look like it. Like right now, there's zero strength from the market. Does not look like we're going to, out of here, we're going to be able to do that. Unless there's a catalyst, you know. There's some type of news that pushes market. So look how price action is looking right now. It's weak, you know. Look at the type of candles that we're getting. Who is buying MNQ at this all-time high? Yeah, that's the question. But is it retail? I don't know.
I actually, if like, brother, if retail is doing something, is they're losing money part of it. That's what I'm 100% sure of. Retail is not the one making money. But like when price was here, you probably would say who's buying right here at all-time highs.
And highly enriched uranium.
And look what our price is right now. Like the crazy ones that were buying here at all-time highs were right, you know. So the people that are buying here, are they the crazy ones? Or the people that are shorting here are actually the crazy ones, you know? Because this is just about to break up again. You know? How can you be certain? Yeah, those bunch of letters, I don't know what it is. What is NIWAG? Yeah, for the day, what I would guess we do is, like I said earlier, if we stay between 29,995 and 28,889, it's a range, you know. We can break, you know. We can be ranging here. I'm treating this as a range. This low and this high right here, until it breaks, I'm treating this whole zone right here as a range. So I gotta trade it as such, you know. Total Dork, welcome aboard. Nat, good morning. You know. Let's push it to 50 likes, guys. I know that you guys that are coming in did not hit the like yet. I don't even know if I hit the like yet. You guys gotta short squeeze me. Yeah, but again, we're hitting that all-time, close to that all-time high.
According to official brief on the visit, Iran's central bank governor, part of delegation in Doha to discuss the potential release of frozen Iranian funds as part of an eventual final US-Iran agreement.
What I don't like is the type of candles that we are getting. It's too many sideways candles, you know. Can you explain your profit stop loss criteria? It's two different things. Like the stop loss and the profit target are two different things. The way that I do it, it's a little complicated, but let's say here. Let's get a clear example. The market is not looking good this couple of days. Okay, so let's get a clear example here. Let's say the way I trade, we got market structure to the upside, and right here we got EMAs all crossed over. If I go long right here,
my stop loss, it's below the invalidation, you know, in my opinion. So I would use all these EMAs right here as a shield to my stop loss. So for me to get stopped out, price will have to break all of these EMAs right here. So I would put it in a place that would give like 40 points, 45 points, but I would not put my stop right here, let's say. Because if I'm long here, price can go for the 200 EMA, stop me out and continue up. I've seen that happen many times. So I would use the EMAs as a shield for my stop loss, you know. So that is only for the start of the trade. I will not trail the stop loss with the EMAs. I would aim to take profit. So that's how I mainly use stop losses. I use the EMAs as shield for my stop loss. Let's say if I'm going long here, just because it's inside the 21, if I put it here below the 50, it's too much. I would use like something like 30 points or below this swing low right here. And if it really breaks the 21, I would get out of the trade. It's much discretionary, you know, it's just something that makes sense. Let's say that here we see that we're delivering market structure to the downside. All the EMAs are crossed to the downside, and I take a short around the EMAs. What I would do, I would look for a swing high, or I will look for the invalidation point above the EMAs, you know. So that's how I use stop loss. I don't like 100 point stop losses. I don't like 200 point stop losses. I like to be in a place as close as possible to where I'm willing to take the stop loss. And that's why I use the EMAs a lot, because it's usually what you can see is that price goes away from EMAs and goes inside EMAs and goes away, and when it reverses, it does the same thing. So where I want to be long or short, I want to be long or short as close as possible to the EMAs, because if it switches to the other side, my stop loss will be tiny. Now about the targets, you can use a lot of different ways to find targets. There's many different ways to find targets, you know. Let's say if you're going long right here, because of this EMA rejection, one possible target is this previous swing high right here. That's a clear target in my opinion. It goes for the swing highs almost every time. Are you going to be able to hold all of that? I probably won't. I'll probably take profit before. Another thing you can do is to find, let's say right here I know that this is the opening range from New York session. From here to here is the opening range from New York session, and I'm taking a trade above the opening range. So I can use fibs on this range right here, from the low, from here to here, and I know that the first target of the fibs, I'm going long right here, the first target is here, and I know that more than 80% of the time it goes for the first target. It's a little before highs, but it's still a nice profit, more than 100 points. Cool. If it breaks this target, we can go for the next one. Cool. So there's many ways to find targets. You can use order blocks, you can use fair value gaps, you can use swing highs and swing lows, you can use like a lot of things. And the targets that I use is not that I'm going to put my take profit at that target and I'm going to hold it, and if it does not get to my take profit, I'm not getting out of the trade. I'm not dumb like that. Not that some people do that and they are profitable, but to me it's dumb, in my opinion. You gotta be a little bit more discretionary. The targets are a possible place where price may go. And if it shows me that it's not trying to go there anymore, not because I put a line on the chart, it means that the price has to go there, you know? Those lines that we put on the chart is all imaginary. Price has nothing to do with those lines, you know? What is not imaginary is what price is doing, you know? If, let's say, if I'm long and we have a clear inversion of market structure to the downside, I'm getting out of the trade, you know? What EMA do you use? Yeah, FEMA just posted is a 9, 21, 50, and 200. And VWAP. And on Tradeovate, I use the RSI too. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to try to make coffee. I have to see right here. You guys don't want to watch me make coffee, probably. Thank you, sir, for the nice explanation. My pleasure, brother. I'm here, my brother. Any questions I can answer? This is the stuff. 100% Arabica coffee from Mojana, Minas Gerais. Medium roast, brother. Medium roast. Gaming chair. Did you guys see the gaming chair that I have? It's actually, this chair is actually comfortable. Like, despite of all, it has a, the format is nice.
AFP reporting that Iran's foreign minister and negotiator are in Qatar for talks to end the war.
Yeah. This is not for like 5 hours. I'll probably switch to the sofa after the stream. So now we have a half day on New York markets. After open, we got like 3.5 hours of trading. You need GM. I don't think any profits that you make on an eval, you don't get nothing from that, brother. All the profits that you get on evals is just to pass the eval and then start trading a funded account. All the profits that you made on evals are just to pass the eval and go into a funded account. It's all, bro. One thing that you seem not to realize is that all of this money is like, it's fugazi, it's fugazi, it's like, it's in the ether, it's not real. Even the money that you make on the funded accounts, if you're not in a live account, it's not real money. But on funded accounts, you get paid that money, you know? And after, if you're trading live, then it's real money. So, I don't think you get paid from passing evals. Like that scene on the Wolf of Wall Street. It's all fugazi. It's all in the air. That Matthew McConaughey scene. That he starts. You know. If you guys don't know that, bro, whatever. Do you know any good instant funding prop firms? Instant funding prop firms, bro, I would say I had a Lucid instant funding a long time ago. It looked good. There's one that it's good, that it's I guess it's per dia. It seems to be good. I don't know if it actually is, but I don't use instant funding. If I recommend any for you, I will be lying that I know about. But I actually had a Lucid one, but like almost, I don't know, 1.5 years ago. I don't even remember. But I know that the instant funding, the rules are more complicated prior to get payouts. You gotta trade longer, the profit targets are bigger, the consistency is very small, so there's no like YOLOing for you guys that like the YOLO side of things. Billy, first time here, welcome my brother. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, you're very welcome. What are you trading? I'm trading right now. I'm not trading anything because market is not in a proper way for me to trade. Bro, every time I ask for someone to hit the like on the chat always goes up. But you guys realize that you gotta hit the like on the video. Like, you guys know that, you know? But thank you anyway. You know, this like right here.
Subbed and liked before you commentated. Awesome, brother. Welcome aboard, my brother. Yeah, right now I'm not trading. Like, I'm watching the MNQ, bro. It's the NASDAQ 100. The futures. Do you trade futures? Do you trade Forex? What you do, brother? Mr. Billy. Ashmedai 32. You watching the World Cup this year? Yes, brother. I'm very anxious for the World Cup to start, actually. Lizard, welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you very much. This is not TikTok. Yeah, bro. This is not TikTok. Yeah, I'm watching the World Cup this year, yeah. I'm very anxious for that to start. Yeah, Mr. Ure explained a lucid 50k flex on the chat for you guys. Bro, like you said, you got 50k, 5 accounts, and you can only withdraw like 10k out of those 5 accounts. So you guys complain about Apex. What, I don't understand why you guys complain about Apex. What you guys complain about Apex? Like, with one 50k account with Apex, you can withdraw almost $25,000 from that one account without sharing any of the profits with your prop firm.
Press TV on X that Iran does not require and has never sought American recognition of its legal sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz.
You mentioned Arabica coffee. I thought you had good coffee in Brazil, or it's only in Colombia. Bro, someone banned Nicola 2029 from me right now.
Again, that's around.
You thought we had good coffee in Brazil? What you talking? We have the best coffee in the world, brother.
Sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz.
Arabica coffee for coffee is the best coffee in the world. It's the most delicious coffee in the world. Every time I have to drink Colombian coffee, I'm like, ugh, this tastes like burned rubber. Like when you burn a tire on the ground and you take that and put in a coffee. That's what it feels like. Burned rubber. Arabica is the most delicious coffee ever. But I respect every opinion and I don't judge anybody. You guys just saw how I respect any different opinions and how I don't judge anybody. What is the plan for today? What's the plan for today? Yeah, I'm already correcting people in English. Apex can be good. Yeah, it's Apex. Like, one second. Yeah, Apex can be good if you're able to manage Apex. You would be so happy with a third of 25k. That's what I'm saying, brother. If I pass a 50k, if I get to the third payout with a 50k on Apex, I will going to withdraw 5.5k from each account. If I get to the third payout, it's 5.5k from each account. So you don't need to go all the way, you know, because on the after the fourth payout, I guess it's 5K max payout per account, so it's very big. The first one is 1.5K, then it goes like it's 1.5, then after 1.5 it's 2.5, then 3, then 5. So I don't know if you get to 25K per account, but it's not more than 15K, I guess. TPT and Apex, your favorite school? You can explain the what you think about the Lucid accounts on the Discord. It's very welcome. You can give your thoughts on the general. Like you go like for people that are interested. Go like bro, you guys gotta ask Lucid to be affiliated with us, bro. Like they are not doing that right now. You guys gotta go on the Discord, Lucid Discord, and like go like you guys got to get affiliated with Pasha IRL, bro. They are rejecting us hard right now. Let me see, Ryan. I missed some messages or no? Hey Leo, I know I probably shouldn't ask, however, I'm very curious who has taken more payouts, you or Pasha. If you don't want to answer, I understand. I actually don't know, brother. I actually don't know that answer. Pasha probably made more money overall than me because I don't know, it's because of the dollar.
IRNA confirming now that Iran's top negotiator Galibaf did travel to Doha for talks. The Iran delegation includes Foreign Minister Arakchi as well.
Like the overall trading career.
Morning from a few different sources here, but now again, this is a state news agency from Iran, IRNA, confirming.
For like the overall trading career, because he's making money in dollars and I was making money in my currency. I don't know. I guess the majority of the money that Pasha made was trading stocks and options. He has some really nice profits trading stocks. But that's like not prop firms. If you're asking for prop firms, I don't know. Kali, o que você tá fazendo? O que você tá aprontando, minha filha? Yeah, no, it's like we want to be affiliated with Lucid, but they are not doing that, you know. I'm sure if you guys ask on the Discord, they would notice that, bro, I should be affiliated with Pasha, you know. Ryan? No, I can't. I don't need to do that to be able to receive payments from Apex or TPT. I can receive payments in my international account. I have an international account, and I can like I don't need to have a residency in the United States or have any type of relation with the United States. I receive payments as a contractor or something like that. It's not illegal. There's a form that if you're not from the US, there's a form that you have to, there's a US form that you have to fill, basically saying that you're not a US based contractor and you don't owe the US taxes, you know, just for Apex and TPT, for them to have that to show who are they paying, you know. Looked like we're getting good Iran news today. The way European indices are printing. Yeah, everyone is bullish, bro. Overall, everyone is bullish. Even gold. Gold was going up overnight. Like crazy, bro. Like, in the beginning of the year, gold and NQ was against each other. If gold pushed up, NQ pushed down. And that makes sense, actually. Right now, the price action on gold and NQ, it's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. That is strange to me. So basically, this order block is holding. And as I said, like, if we stay inside these two levels right here, we are sideways, you know? Just made a video for the coffee guys. Going to send out trade title photos. Real coffee being brewed, my brother. Yeah, like I said, like earlier, I think that my overall opinion is that we're going to break 30,000 today. But as I said, with the price action that was forming right here, we need volatility and we need volume to break 30,000. This type of candles right here show that there's no intention at all. Sideways candle, small bodies, wicks to the up and to the downside of it. Now we're getting a little bit of a sell-off. It seems like we rejected out of this order block 2 times. So as I said earlier, if we stay inside 995 and 888 or 889, it's sideways market, it's ranging market. I'm not going to trade this as a... What is happening? I'm not going to trade this as a trend market right now. I'm only going to trade this as a trend if it breaks to the downside or breaks up, you know? And if after New York session opens, we start like, let's say, pushing down, I guess view up would be the best place to buy. Because a lot of people try to defend view up. Or if we start the day pushing up on New York session, breaking 30,000, it will probably depend on what type of news we got. If the market sentiment is very bullish or not, it will probably depend a lot. But we gotta see what market does, and we gotta react on that. you know. So I guess up until New York session, price will still be here at those levels right here. So that will dictate a lot, in my opinion. Because if we start pushing down, I guess that the VWAP and the 200 DMA, that's strange. The VWAP and the 200 DMA will probably be closer here. Will be a perfect place to try to go long, to see if there's rejection, try to go long for it to break highs, you know. Will be on the lower range of this whole movement. We're on lower bottom of this whole range right here. View up and 200 passing here. If we start falling off a cliff, don't be scared. If it starts rejecting out of this level, try to go long for it to go for the highs, you know. If we start, maybe it doesn't fall that, maybe it does not fall all the way down. Maybe it stops in the middle, or maybe it stops like on some fibs level right here or right here. But I guess it goes to the view up. But you gotta wait for rejection. You cannot go blindly long. You gotta see like those type of candles that there's a high volume and a big wick to the downside, something like that. Or a green candle, the first green candle on the 5 that's showing that it's going up again. Something like that. Or you can drop down to the 1 minute. Let's say you drop down to the 1 minute. Market is falling down, falling down, falling down, reach view up and reverts market structure. And with the market structure reverting, you get the EMAs to revert as well, and you start going long when the EMA inverses up. Maybe you don't catch the full beginning of the retracement to the
Main news
upside,
reporting that Iran's negotiator Ghalibaf is going to meet with the Emir of Qatar.
but you get like the beginning as well, you know. Let me see if there's something that looks like it. That would be my playbook for the day. Something like this, you know. Not the same thing, but let's say price is going down like this. When it starts going up, breaks market structure and inverts EMAs, and you start going long, you know. When you see that higher low forming, start going long. Because in my opinion, the overall market sentiment is that we are going to break 30,000. It's a matter of where we start that move from. Does we start that move from here and break, or we drop down a little bit more, find liquidity and break up again? Like that's the overall sentiment that I think for the market today. And if we actually break to the downside, maybe there's some type of news that the deal's not getting done, it's all fake, the Iran or the US dropped a bomb or something like that. Some type of catalyst that breaks the intention of the market and we start dropping down and we break here, I guess we go lower. We actually go lower. If we make market structure below 890, we are going lower, you know? We cannot form market structure below 900s. That's my opinion. Like below VWAP, it's already bad, you know? So that's my overall opinion for the day. And you guys gotta let me know what you guys think, you know? And if you think that something, and if you think that makes sense, and you hit the like. And for the target, I'm saying that for the past like 2 weeks. This is the study on the daily chart that I have. I'm basically mirroring this whole consolidation that we had, this whole pullback that we had. I'm mirroring that with fibs, you know. We hit the first target, and the second target is 30,768. So people think I thought it was crazy. The first target hit, and now we did a little bit of a pullback, and we are going for the second one. you know?
So Trump's got a large post on Truth
We are going for
Social
the
here.
second one.
Scanning through now.
So
He says procedures with Iran
we are
going
not that far
nicely.
away. We are like 800 points out.
Says it may be possible that one
right
or
now.
two have a reason for not doing so.
And for the 1 hour, I would watch the 21 EMA on the 1 hour. We can dive down
So again, in summary, Trump
here,
saying that negotiations
reject,
with
or we
Iran
can
are
go for the
proceeding
50 EMA.
nicely. It did lead to a bit of strength in the S&P
So
500,
if we start
bit of
selling
weakness
off,
in the oil prices as well.
the 50 EMAs are like below, it's like 700s, let's say. So it's basically
Trump
the
saying
low
that
of day
if
today.
Iran signs an agreement with the US, it will
If
be
we
an honor
start
to have
selling
them
off,
also as part of the unparalleled
there's a
world coalition.
good chance. Whoa, this was a
Says
nice
Saudi
spike.
Arabia and others should join the
If we
Abraham
start
Accords.
selling off, there's a good chance we go for the low of day today. You know? But the selling off starts, in my opinion, if we break VWAP and we make start market structure below VWAP. Then I would be like full blown shorts to the low of day. You see how market is pushing. It's pushing to 30,000. It's trying to get there, but see how many times it's rejecting out of this order
Again,
block
Trump
right
on his
here.
Truth Social, just saying that he's asked
It's
countries
crazy.
to sign Abraham Accords after talks on Saturday. So in this Truth Social post, Trump links the Abraham Accords signing to Iran negotiations.
A second. Let me answer some of you. So, Billy, I'm working on my truck and I'll be listening in the background. You're very welcome, my brother, to join all day, bro. $1, you have your first account with Apex and I made 2,600, but I can only withdraw 500 instead of 1,500. Yeah, bro. Like you have a minimum buffer that you have to leave behind. You cannot withdraw within the buffer. The buffer is 2,100. That's why you can only withdraw $500. For you to withdraw $1,500, you gotta get to 3,600. Like it's in the rules. Gotta read it. Gary Ray, good morning, my brother. Ryan North, have you tried running a London Open VWAP strongly respected in my... Yeah, if it's close to VWAP, the VWAP is always an important place, no matter what time of the day. No matter what time of the day, the VWAP is very, very important. Conrad, what are your favorite market news websites? The ones you read, watch, and listen while trading? It's Financial Juice, brother. Like for trading, it's financial juice. There's a link on the description if you need it. There's a free version, there's a paid version. I got the paid version right now. I use tick strike as well. It's those ticks that you hear. You know? Yeah, all that I gave you guys was like the overall view of what I'll do depending what price will do. I'm not predicting anything. I'm not trying to predict what price will do. I'm going to react out of what price will do. Like all the things that I'm showing here, I'm not trying to predict where price is going. If you think that what I did was trying to predict where price is going, we are misunderstanding each other. What I did is if price goes down like this and this and this, what I'll do is this. If price stays sideways, what I'll do is this. And if price breaks up, what I'll do is this. So I'm not predicting what price will do. What I'm trying to do is see the possibilities of what price will do and how I will react out of that. Because if you're watching someone and they are saying price will break up and after price breaks up, I'll do this and this, he's predicting. He's already counting with price breaking up. Well, I'm not trying to do that. I don't know. Like
StatScan flash
a lot
estimate
of people
reports that
asks like
Canada's April wholesale trade most likely rose spot 1% from the previous month.
financial juice is probably speaking. A lot of people asks like which way New York session will go. Like go comment on the it's fun. It's a fun thing to try to predict that, but you never know. You never know. What I'll try to do is if New York session opens falling off a cliff, how would I react? It will be like this. If New York session starts ramping up, breaking 30,000, what I'll do? I'll wait for pullbacks. I will see if the break of 30,000 has a big rejection. If there's a big rejection, we're probably breaking lows. If there's not a big rejection, if the market closes very green, big bullish candles above 30,000, it will probably run 200 points, 250 points above 30,000. That's what probably going to happen, you know? Where are you at, those lucid? Where am I at? I'm here, brother. I'm not in my house, if that what you're asking. I'm this week I'm on another city. This is another apartment. That bearish order block is holding. It's like people are afraid to break 30,000. That's what's actually happened. Mort, good morning, my brother. How you doing? After 2 hours, I got my coffee now. 2 hours of trying to get the coffee done. Can we push 100 likes today, guys? I'm giving you all I've got, bro. All the insights, everything.
Overnight, I made some trades on the TPT accounts. I'm 130 bucks up on them. So basically that's it, man. I don't know why these phones are not working. Okay. Yeah, but it's nice how the view app got bought up, you know? Yeah, another thing that I use a lot is the RSI. You guys can see right here that we got a higher high on the price section, you know? There's a high here and a higher high on the price section. But on the RSI, we got a lower high. So this is what I call the RSI divergence, you know? It's when you get a price section move that differs from the RSI move. So what RSI is doing is indicating that this push up here does not have the same intention and same strength of the last push. So whenever you got this type of divergence to the downside or to the upside, it's what you call like a bottom topping pattern. Like it's also a way to find topping patterns or bottom patterns, you know? Like when what you see right here, a price action formed a higher low between these 2 points, and on the RSI formed a higher low as well. You know, this is how it should look. You know, this is how it should look. I'm going to mark this low right here. The same way it's marked on the trading view. And as I said, if we stay inside the high of the day and this low right here, it's a ranging market, in my opinion. I'm with you guys on the chat again. Marty, traveling in China, how's that going? What city you're at? China, it's like everyone that I know that goes to China always says that it's a crazy experience. You don't think that Iran will agree for a deal with no nukes? Yeah, this whole thing about nuclear power, they will never stop going for it. Even if they sign whatever they sign, they will never stop going for it. JK Widow went long 10 MGC at. Ooh, nice long, brother. You're already very green. Cool. Cool. Nice trade. Moneca, I still don't know. We gotta wait for price action. Right now, we rejected this order block several times.
And I guess, like I said, if we stay inside these two levels right here, it's a range. So you gotta trade this as a ranging market. Trading pennies, no problem, my brother. You're welcome to join at any moment, any time, my brother. Window, thank you. I really like this stream. I start watching you guys more instead of my usual. Yeah, you can watch the two, watch us, watch the other dude. We stay we stay live the whole day from pre-market, 2 hours before New York session, two and a half hours before New York session. Then Pasha comes in 30 minutes before New York session, and we run that to the close. You're more than like you can like the stream, subscribe, join the Discord. A lot of cool people there. It's all free. Fair value gaps, orbs, and view up, goated techniques. Yeah, I like the view up indicator a lot. The fair value gaps, I like them, but you gotta find the right ones. Like I don't know how to explain, but you gotta find the right ones, and you gotta wait for confirmation. I use them more as levels. More as levels. But the order blocks I enjoy them a lot. The 1 hours order blocks, the 5 minutes, it's nice. If you combine, like, all I do in trading, it's combining everything. I use Fibonacci, VWAP, EMAs, the order blocks, market structure, this the main thing, support and resistance, all of those things, I just combine it all. And the more confluences you have, the better. It's not that one thing works more than the other. It's just a matter of if you have enough confluences that tells you the price may hold some level or go to some place in the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, you have an edge. Like right now on the 5 minute, what I'm seeing is that we rejected this order block right here 3 times. We are trading below the 50 MA. That's very important in my opinion. And the 9 and the 21 are inclining down. So more more often than not, when this happens, price continues to deliver to the downside. So what do we have? We have this swing lows right here for price to go for. We have view up right here for price to go for, you know? So it's a matter of where I enter. That's the difficult part, like where to enter. Because if I just open a short here, I gotta wait a lot, in my opinion. Because price can retrace to the EMAs. I have to be able to eat like a 15, 20, 25 points pullback and don't be afraid. Or I can wait for price to go to the EMAs and I see if there's an entry there. And I get a better entry or a smaller stop loss because the direction is already set in my mind. For the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, I guess the direction is to the downside. That's what the price action is telling me. You know, we're touching the 200 EMA now. Depends on the price on the chart. Yeah, on the 2 minutes already looks awesome for shorts. Short-term shorts. Will it move today since banks are closed? Yeah, today is not a day that you go for like today I'm going to make bank, I'm going to make 5k in every account. No, I don't guess. But like usually on half days the price moves nicely. It gives you good entries. Yeah, the 200 that I use is not on the 5. It's not touching on the 5. I use the EMAs, not the SMAs. On the 5 minute, the 200 is all the way down here. It's like almost 100 points. Brother, this is not a gaming chair, but it's actually like, what do you guys say? Is the layout is good, it's comfortable. But I'll probably move to the sofa. I'll probably take the MacBook and put in the front of the sofa. There's a little table there. Yeah, I won't be able to do like 7 hours straight of sitting in this chair. There's no way. Moneca did not understood what you asked there, brother. But but bro, let's be honest. NQ has to fill the gap down there, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it has to, like there's no other way. Like look at that gap. It must be filled. How can it not? Like I said earlier, for the guys that were not here, I guess that the NQ can go for the gap, but some type of news or catalyst has to make the market sentiment change. That's what has to happen, in my opinion. Like the market sentiment is to squeeze up now. Like yesterday, I took a long just over here above view up, brother. My longs were probably here. And I took profits around on the break of the highs or something like that. I don't even remember. Look where price is right now. I look dumb for taking profit here. But who knows? Like when price was going here, I was like, bro, it's probably breaking highs. We'll deliver a little red candle, two red candles, and it's going for the gap. Look where price end up. So we are in actual squeezing territory. You know? In how many hours from now markets will close? From now, 4 hours and something minutes.
No, after market opens, after it opens, it goes for 3.5 hours. I think that's what I read on the websites. Um, Kevin, you took a long as the market closed on Friday, hoping for a gap up at 29,500 still in it. Ooh, so you're very much green on the day. Let me see. Nice, brother. Zell, morning, Leo. Are you in a hotel traveling? Yeah, I'm not in my house. This is another apartment. In yeah, I'm traveling like some of you guys already know, but like once a month I go to another city for a week, you know? So this week I'm here. I used to live in this city, but now I just come here once a month. I stay for like for the whole week, then I come back to my city. Dream life, yeah, it's kind of yeah. This apartment is nice. It's not that big. It's like it's basically a flat. I don't know how you guys call it, but it's a nice. It's very well like decorated and it's a nice one to stay in. I prefer my apartment. My apartment is better because you guys are like you guys. Whenever I'm streaming from my home, you guys only see like a wall and like a curtain behind because that's like I stream from another bedroom. I have to build an office, you know. I don't have an office like very well made in my house, but I'll move. I'll move like in the next months. I have a house that we own, and but we don't live there because it's actually too big for two people to live in. And but we don't live there like that. It's a rented house. But we talk to the I don't know how guys like the broker, the like the company that takes care of houses, you know. We call them up to get the house back. We're going to move back to the house. So we're going to probably be spending a lot of money actually. We're going to switch like to replace some furniture and uh my wife wanted to live in a house again, you know. Realtor, yeah, exactly. But the house is too big, bro. It's like how much square feet is that? Um 402 square feet. The house is 4,300 square feet, the house that we got. 4,300. I don't know if that's big or not, but to me it's too big, bro. Sorry, for me it's too big. 4,300 square feet is too big. But my wife wants to go back to that. Okay.
Be kind, today market will close earlier, brother. Helio and my best friends got a villa in Fortaleza in the front of beach, front beach. If you want to give you his contact, he rents suites there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, send me his contact on the DM on the Discord. No trades today so far, no. I took trades yesterday overnight only. I'll join a short here with one micro, just to see if we ride this to the downside towards the open. As I said, I'm going to use the EMAs as a shield to the stop loss. I'll try to ride this to see if it breaks those right here. There's a huge order block here. It's where it's holding now, you know. Looks like oil wants to break up. This is trade of a lighter. You've been in short since 990, awesome. Caught the tippity top of it. From what I've seen, the market opens in 30 minutes from now, and it's going to run for 3.5 hours, you know?
Thank you, Pullman. I said that the 1 hour volatility is probably coming in. Lider, you're thinking about buying a 25k account on Apex? It's good. Trade 1 micro max on NQ or yes. Trade 1 micro at max. If you're going to get a 25k, I guess you could take a 50k. You get more drawdown. You can trade 1 or 2 micros. Quentin Foreman, where's the money? Bro, I guess this is another stream. Like, it's Leo's money right now. L money. L money, yeah, it's not catchy. Like, it's like L is like lose money, you know? Thinking new highs in a bit. Yeah, what I don't want to see in this trade is to price to, like, I think a break even at this point is fair, because with a big red candle like this, what I don't want is this candle to get engulfed. I want this current 5-minute candle to keep pushing down, you know? That's what I need. I don't need for this candle to engulf me and go against me, you know? If it comes back to my entry, I'll probably be able to have a new entry in a better price. So what it makes sense to do is to put a break even. Sorry. Is Pasha going to join us today? No, he sent me a message and he came back from the trip and he's feeling sick. And as today is a half day, he asked me to cover for the half day. You know? Good morning, Titans. Good morning, my brother. Hit the like, guys. Let's get it on the likes. Let's push 100. Let's squeeze 100 likes. We're 2 likes away. I know you guys can do that for us. Yeah. I like, if I enter on a trade and I get like a big red candle like this, I don't want to see the next candle engulfing the previous one. No. So this will probably be a break-even trade. I have to switch up to the main stream, the New York session stream. I'm going to do that just now, and you guys will find out if we are going to get a break-even trade or not. So for everyone that joined the pre-market show, awesome. I hope you guys caught the vision that I had. For you guys that came in late, just scroll back a little bit. You guys will see, like 20 minutes ago, I gave the view of what I'm doing for the day. But quick and easy is basically, depending what New York session does, I think for the day, if the market sentiment and there's no news that changes it, we're probably going to squeeze 35,000. It's a matter of, after New York session opens, do we run down, grab liquidity, project out of the view up in the 200 DMAs, and we find good places to buy. We find market structure shift, we go long for the break of highs? Or does New York session starts breaking up
and the EMA is already aligned to the upside, and we go for pullbacks to keep going long. Because if we really break 30,000, my opinion is that we run 150, 200, 30, 300 points up. That's my opinion. The third possibility is that we sweep 30,000 and we do a big rejection. If we do a big rejection out of 30,000, then I guess we range. Or if we break VWAP to the downside, if we make market structure below VWAP, we're going for the low of days, you know? So basically, I'm ready for those three situations, you know? You gotta be ready for those three situations. If the New York session starts falling down and rejects out of VWAP and creates market structure to the upside, it's the best place possible to go long for the break of 30,000. If it starts already ramping up and breaking 30,000 with big green candles, we just wait for shallow pullbacks and we go with it. Or if it breaks 30,000 and rejects instantly, then I guess we're going for the lows of this range. And if it breaks and creates market structure below VWAP, we probably can go for the low of day. But for this third thing to happen, for us to go to the low of days, there has to be a catalyst. There has to be some type of news that changes the market sentiment. Because right now, the market is still on that squeeze territory sentiment. Any possibility that we have, we're going to squeeze higher and squeeze higher and squeeze higher. In the daily chart, we have the fibs that we hit the first target on the fibs, and 30,770 is the next one, and we're probably getting there, in my opinion, at some point this week or next week. So I'm going to close this current stream. Hit the like, help us out. And I'm going to reopen with the New York session stream, and we'll continue there, my friends. Same channel, same everything. Thank you very much. See you guys in a few seconds.